Hey guys, welcome to the dark side. Yeah. Alright, we finished up here. I remember. Destroy, use controls. Sure, we can do that. How do we... Where do we... I don't even know. She's like... Oh no, we're getting squished. I guess we survived. Barely. Should I do the things down there first? Probably would be better, right? Oh, that's a Twilight duo. Daenerys, okay. How do I... Where's the middle finger emote? Alright. Into the pit. Gee, that's gigantic. Travel to Vault 305. This is like Fallout now. What kind of sick experiments were they doing here in Vault 305? You know? Each vault has a theme, right? Oh, I so remember this scenario. I just got a super retro flashback. Like, I was talking about hype the last time, and this was exactly where I was, like, when I was playing it, the game during the hype phase. This is pretty much when I stopped playing it, to be honest, because I experienced that hype myself, and I said, wow, this is way overrated. This is like, oh, just boring, same old, you know. Done one mission, you've seen them all, basically. That was my impression when I was here. Now I kind of have a bit more positive attitude towards the game, but for quite a while I had a very negative attitude because I was kind of disappointed by the hype, and I kind of expected more there. And then all I got was basically, in my eyes back then, like, wow, like World of Warcraft with a different theme, and yeah, not many interesting things, you know. Back then I didn't expect when MMOs were like a newer genre, I was kind of expecting, like, I don't know, they would experiment more and do like way crazier stuff, you know, like whole new concept and game mechanics and fights, like mix it up with I don't know, like fighting games, all the other genres basically, mix them with MMOs. But no, they didn't do that. They just stuck to that formula. You got your tank, you got your healer, you got your damage dealer, and then you go fetch and you go kill, and that's it. And so I was very disappointed, like with many MMOs in the end. Yeah, but later, after that shock, I could see, as I played more and more games that were like that always had the same structure, now I can appreciate the things that they did. Like story-wise, I can smell a bit of BioWare again in here, like the good old BioWare. And Yeah, I kind of can appreciate that a little more now. Yeah, so I need to inject this to get into this instance. Of course it works, because we're cis and invincible. Whoa, what is that? That sounds terrifying. Do we need to drop to our deaths here? Okay. I don't want to fight though. Mutated colicoid worker. Alright, I guess we have to. Otherwise, this will hurt if we just drop down there. Man, we're already level 29, so it's like only 15 levels or so, and we could already be through with the game. Well, not with the game, but with the main quest, basically. And now, since I've okay, burrowed itself into the earth. Now that I remember, or no, not remember, but think about the main quest here, and I already know how it's going to end. Now I see it everywhere, and I don't see the theme here, which you will see pretty soon, I guess. Like in 15 latest levels, the latest. The reveal basically is, or the twist and gist of the main story is a fairly common one nowadays. Didn't even know that, but I still like it in this game. Nevertheless, I don't know, fits the atmosphere very well and all that. What do we need to do down here, by the way? Search for the artifact. Oh, this is our main quest here. The main reason we're here. Killing insects is just bonus. Been watching a little Game of Thrones lately, and man, that's such a good series. Such beautiful storytelling. I read something like I was like avoiding spoilers like crazy, you know. But I read something, so I don't really know what the feedback is at the moment or the audience view in general. But to me, it feels like they can't go. They really can't go that wrong, because all the characters are, and also little side characters and all that, are very well established and already likable, like each in their own way. It's really hard to mess it up like completely. I guess you can mess up the main plot, like if you do it wrong, like Star Wars-y. Like, I hate it when they're in it. Like, you can go, Luke, I'm your father, basically, at the wrong place, and kind of weaken the plot before and the build-up. But all the other stuff will be just fine, I think. Broadmaster Minion. Oh, I need to play a true horror game as well. Alien was like only half a horror game. It was more like a stealth evasion game. Science fiction stuff. I know. Here's a claw for you. Take it, my friend. Indeed. So that's the artifact. Wah, wah, wah. Man, I so want a Sis movie. like a movie that's really centered around the Sith. Not stupid Anakin. Just some random new Sith that's just being evil and doing stuff that like we're doing here. Holocron. It's always a holocron or datacron or something cron. Alright, we can go. Fuck Balmorra.
Sith, my lord. Major Illen here, sir.
You're dead.
Will I never be rid of you fools?
Right, well, I'll be quick then. Yes, as the new resources officer here on Balmorra, I just wanted to apologize for the behavior of the late Major Bessica. His son's mission was not a military matter, and the Major had no right to demand your valuable time in that way.
I couldn't agree more.
I just hope you remember my role in helping you find what you were after.
As far as you're concerned, I was never here.
Yes, sir. My lord. You'll
Sir?
always be welcome here on Balmorra.
Twice dead.
A Sith is welcome wherever she goes.
Indeed. It's
No
our
question of
charm.
it. It's a pleasure to serve. Well,
I'm sure
good
it
luck
is.
With whatever it is you're doing.
It's always nice to have a groveling fool on the other end of the intercom. Like I said, most of them, well, basically in the end, all of them are like weak cowards, and there's just one guy at the top, I guess. There's Imperator, and did I pronounce that wrong? I think I did, right? Imperator? Imperator? Oh well, you know what I mean. So there's just one big guy, and I bet he's got his own problems anyway, so. What I'm trying to say, I guess, is you don't go over to the dark side because your life is so well in order and so beautiful and fun. Basically, if you're looking for character motivations in a story, you have to kind of give them a fucked up background, like, you know, bad childhood or whatnot. The typical criminal excuse, maybe, I don't know. That's what it's one of the, like, what criminals in reality take as an excuse for their own consciousness and for themselves. Like, yeah, it was my upbringing, or I had to get tough, you know, that kind of stuff. That's kind of what the Sith have going here. Like, take us for example. We started out as a slave, so nobody gave us anything. We got on our ego trap, and we were just stronger than the rest, and that's that. Cam! Oh no, I've lost you. You'll never find me up here. But looks like I'm not getting away here either. What the hell? Is this even the right way? I'm not sure I can get up here. I wish I had a port. Well, the other theme of excuse would be, which is used as in some storylines here as well, by the way. Bugger off. like a feeling of superiority, like a true conviction. Take any group you like and insert any group you like there. Can I call him? Nah, I don't need him. And you say, yeah, of course I could kill him. He wasn't like human. He just didn't really count. He was like half between animals and humans, so like subhuman, you know. That's also a theme that the Sith have going, right? And I mean, that is like a psychology thing with criminals. I don't know too much about it, but yeah, there are some reoccurrent themes. And I don't even know. There's another one, I think. It's like a theory, I guess, for explaining human behavior or criminal behavior. Cam, where are you? Oh, there you are. Yeah, and the other one might be... Yeah, well, the one is circumstance. First one would be like circumstance. I couldn't do anything else. The circumstances forced me, the environment, my peers, and I don't know, bad upbringing and such, and yeah, I don't know. Forgot the third one or fourth one. There might be more, but there are always excuses when you're looking for them, right? If you want to be evil, like, you can always find an excuse for that. Use your ship's holo terminal, so we're truly done here. I think those armors are really cool looking here. Those Republic armors. I totally dig their style. Always did. As a kid, I already loved them. Loved all those stormtrooper design and whatnot. Yeah. Let's just stealth through here. That's one of the coolest things about Star Wars. I mean, I might be biased here with nostalgia and stuff, you know. But yeah, I think there's so much. There are so many great designs in the Star Wars universe. It's just so much fun just looking at stuff, you know, all the different varieties. I'll go wrong here. Of races, of armors, of ships, of, well, basically everything. I mean, I said this like a dozen of times now. The future is always sterile and empty, you know. But in Star Wars, you know, think Star Trek here, like the spaceship design here, spaceship Voyager. Like, it's just hallways, empty hallways, and dudes having like uniforms with 3 different colors. And that's it, basically. No variation at all. It's all like very streamlined, I suppose. And that's what Star Wars kind of, at times at least, breaks out a bit from. So you have like, I mean, just take all the bounty hunter hut stuff, Tatooine stuff. It's like all dirty and it's all like, I don't know. There are a few pieces of technology here and there, like that eye that comes out at the gate to inspect any visitors, you know. And yeah, there's stuff, but I don't know. They kind of use it in a very cool way, so it's all very functional and makes sense, and they only use it when it's because it needs to be there, sorta. That's what I like. So it feels like it feels more alive, you know.
Darth Lacris, can you read me? I'm lowering the barricades to the Balmoran Arms Factory.
I hear you perfectly. We'll start scanning the interior now. Hold on. Someone cut through this interference.
Pardon my interruption. I'm Grand Marshal Takeda, formerly of the Republic Army.
You're dead.
The man who stayed behind when the Republic abandoned this world. I recognize your kind.
And I recognize yours, Sith. I'm not a complete fool. Once I realized you planned to lower our defenses, I sent a few friends.
Jedi Knight Raylon Nis, reporting.
Oh.
Tempest Squad, reporting.
Fresh volunteers who have
It's
taken leave
Curtis.
of absence to join the Balmoran Resistance.
Good mannered.
Taste of what's coming.
You've sent these people to their deaths.
If that's true, I'll shed a tear.
Go, go!
Indeed. Yeah, Tempest this motherfucker. Oh, that's just a server boy. He's not that difficult. So, what was I saying? What was I ranting about? I forgot. Yes, that was the same.
This channel is still open. Did Takeda send a Jedi?
Along with the Special Forces team, he claimed they weren't with the Republic.
I'm sure he did. My people are performing a full scan of the factory now that the defenses are down. I'll patch you into the report.
My lord, we're detecting unusual signals.
She has
from
the
inside
same
factory.
eyes
What appears
as
to be
I have.
a hyperspace beacon. It shouldn't be possible. It must have taken them decades.
Don't underestimate their engineers or their resources. What can you do?
In theory, starships could follow the beacon and jump-in system almost directly overhead.
The Republic is flying reinforcements straight to the Balmoran Arms Factory and bypassing our defenses.
You know where to look? Scan for enemy transports approaching the factory.
Picking up. There are dozens of ships out there. Silhouette is Republic Special Forces, Triumph class.
This is how they did it during the war. Multiple strike teams, strategic objectives, one Jedi per military squad. They took entire planets. They know we see them. They're rushing to land now.
If they're heading to the factory, we can stop them from the ground.
Agreed. Take out the landing platforms and guidance systems. I'll have attack squadrons blow those ships out of the sky. Fail me now, and we perish with Balmorra.
Ooh, we get a reward. Lockbox. Loot box. That's crap anyway. Let's just take some random stuff here. And that was credits. Well, we do have some credits. We can buy us something velvet, something nice. Are we done here? Not yet. Yeah, so like on Tatooine, it's like the technology that is more advanced than ours. You know, they use it like scarcely, very seldom. And do I want to go up here? Seems like I want to do. Oh, I want to go up here. So only when it makes sense. Level 2. This won't lead me to the exit, right? No. And yeah, that's my main point basically. Like, if you have just open spaces, you know, wide empty spaces, and like enemies that or even characters like damn, what's the name? Heroes that have all the same uniform or like slightly varying uniform types, then that's kind of dull, you know. And that's why why I said, like, when we're running around always gray outfits, always the same outfits, that kind of takes me out of it. Immersion breaking. There's something there. Up there. What do I have to do here? Destroy the West docked fighter. Yeah, how would I destroy this fighter though? Huh? Am I missing something? Guidance system. Okay. Maybe I need to drop down here. Do something down here first. Because there's nothing up there to interact with. Invasion droid. Am I missing something? This is just bonus stuff. Officer? Nope, that didn't help either. Huh. Oh, maybe because someone farmed off the mobs up there? Maybe that made a difference? Is there anything on this fighter that I can interact with? Oh, wow, that's tricky. I doubt that we will get hurt by the explosion, but...
This is Darth Lanakris. Our ships are closing on the Republic transports. Keep destroying those landing pads, and there will be no escape for the enemy.
Sure thing, boss. Look at that giant thing. The thing about Star Wars also is it's not like super dystopian. It's not like I don't know, cyberpunk or you know, cyberpunk takes place on Earth, of course, but still, I mean the feel, or like Alien, or it's kind of like a very mixed bag. You can find, basically you can find anything you want on in the Star Wars universe. You know, you have like tribal races that are very secluded and live their own life, like Wookiees and Ewoks and whatnot. And you have advanced stuff, you have evil guys, good guys, of course. While in many other science fiction stories, you have like they're all more on the same level, you know. The universe isn't that broad, so you get more of the same, I guess. I mean, it's kind of like the purpose of Star Wars was variation, basically. Like, of course, I wanted to sell, at least later on, I wanted to sell those figurines and action figures. Oh, I cannot even do anything up here. But still, it kind of was asking for it. Like, well, no, that sounds bad. Well, I mean, the Star Wars universe was kind of fitting. It lent itself very well for that. Was there somebody up here already? Another player? Oh, please. I cannot destroy this anymore now. Until it respawns? Seriously? Oh, come on. Those are long ways I need to go here, man. Oh, Thank you. You know, I don't know if you could do the same with...
Tech squadrons engaged. We're down 6 Republic transports. I'm calling in additional ground-to-air weaponry.
With, say, Predator or... let's think of another famous franchise. Yeah, like I said, Alien. It's all on the same level there, you know. I mean, you got your basic level, that's like the Nostromo and the stations and the spaceships. It's all on the same technology level. And then you got, on the other side, you got the aliens that are like more advanced. You get like few surprises, like especially if you take all the Prometheus stuff and so on, and androids and whatnot. But it's fairly on the same level. But in Star Wars, you can create anything you want in there, and nobody would say, well, that doesn't really fit, you know. Even with KOTOR and the Great Jedi, at first I was a little bit like, does that really fit? Man, she always kills everything that where I want to go, destroys everything here. But in the end, I didn't mind, I guess. Like, Star Wars is just so broad in a good way that it basically can handle anything, you know. Nothing feels really out of place. just, I mean, not story-wise, but just from a creation standpoint. You could create like the weirdest race, the weirdest organization, civilization, structure, and whatever, and it still would fit right in there.
Only a few targets remain airborne.
So many people
They've nowhere to go.
are doing this
One
mission.
transport slipped past us. I'm
Really
sending in
weird.
ground troops. You intercept that ship at the factory's upper landing pad. No one survives this attack.
Sure. So do I want to end that bonus mission here as well? Guess we can do it. Not that we're getting too much XP out of it. Oh, it's not even counting. Just defeat Balmoran Arms factory forces only inside there. Destroy guidance systems. Where are they though? Too much going on here. Too many people. Oh, these things. I see. Did you just see what the targeting did there? That's the thing that really annoys me about games like this. MMOs in general. Like, why not take the guy next to me, like as a standard target? I suppose I can like adjust the targeting in the options, but still feels kind of clunky and not intuitive to me. It is just not as fluid as like many MMOs. Not as fluid as a fighting game or FPS, or you know, basically there's so many genres that have like a faster pace. I mean, I know you can like click like insane at an insane tempo and there's skill to it. That's not what I mean. It's more like I said, it doesn't feel fast. Of course, you as a player always can be fast, and I'm sure there are like dudes that have like insane reaction skills and whatnot. But to a filthy casual, that won't feel fast, is what I'm trying to say. No. And that's what I meant before, what I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping for a more fast-paced MMO in a sense. Like, or on the other hand, go the other route and go like super philosophical in-depth shit, you know, like RPG, really heavy on the RPG stuff, not like only to last the game longer, you know, to prolong the grind, but to rather do an RPG and leveling system that is there for a reason, not there as a time sink. You know what I mean? Like a progression system that is actually fun and not a waste of time in a sense. Like, I'm doing this and I got level progression here, but mostly I'm doing it because I like the story elements. But you could also make it like, I don't know, makes the skills in a way, and design the levels in a way that they're so interesting that you really want to level up because the powers are so awesome, you know? like that is a thing. It's not like I say, wow, look at my voltaic slash, never seen a cool skill like that before, I want to do that like all the time. No, what happens when I click on my beautiful voltaic slash here is it does nothing because it doesn't have a target, so that's already kind of lame. I mean, I get it, it has to be so because game mechanics, yada yada, blah blah blah. But I'm just telling you, like, if you come to the game like on a very basic level, you know, and compare it, like just compare it with other genres, and that's what I'm doing, and that's where my rant complaint comes from. The pacing is it's just slower and not that interesting to me, at least in the end. I know there are diehard MMO guys out there, MMO fans, but yeah, it is like, for me it's like something I have to do, but because I enjoy the other stuff, but it's not the part that I'm looking forward to do in an MMO, you know. Repelling invasion. There's other stuff, so I guess we need to go down there first. There are a lot of things in an MMO that feel like a chore and a grind, and the games are designed like that for a reason, and I get it in a way, but still, it just sucks a bit out of the fun out of the game, you know. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Okay. Yeah, but I'm kind of wondering why they're not experimenting more when it comes to, yeah, well, multiplayer stuff in general, I suppose. Well, most games have multiplayer options, but I don't know, man. I really don't. I'm sure companies have their reasons. Nobody does anything out of just for fun, so there are probably economic reasons and technical reasons, you know. I can just say from a lazy bum gamer perspective, I was hoping for more. I was expecting more from the last from the last decade of MMOs, basically. Companies, I guess, like to play it safe and stick to formats that kind of, well, they're sure that it will give them some profit.
The fleet may be lost, but my Padawan and I can hold the Imperials while you regroup.
No, you've got your ship, we've got a few of our own. I want you to get the non-combatants and the wounded off Balmora.
Oh, aren't you a good guy?
After we handle this. You're damn tough, you know that?
Jedi and a Grand Marshal. Dead at my hand.
Weapons out!
Brooding. Wait a minute, you're just a silver guy as well? Oh, you're doing stuff, huh? Well, I'll leave you to your business then. You kill your friends first. And again, I'm just looking down at this bar here, sadly. Just looking at the icons and the cooldowns. I don't even see the target if it's on the right spot. I just noticed this like after a second or two. Marshal Jaquetta.
Good fight. You've got something I don't have anymore.
Alright. What would that be? It's weird, like the important characters always have some last words, you know? Some final words. It's not like they die a gruesome death or they get shut their limbs off and like die horribly and bleed out. I guess that's by choice, right? That's by design. But there was that one Asian like action movie. I don't even remember the name. That where a guy was basically just killing everyone inside a giant building, and the guys, unlike in most of the action movies, his victims. He was a good guy, by the way. His victims didn't just either die instantly or were fighting till the end. They actually acknowledge that there is usually an in-between state, you know. Actually, most of the time, that's what will happen. Like, you incapacitate people before you kill them first, you know. And usually in like a really cruel way. And that's what happened in that movie. Kind of like people were dying, not instantly, but like over a long time and screaming and bleeding out. That's like way more realistic in a sense. Hollywood is giving people a really false impression, false image of how fights work, I suppose. Not that it is realistic to go one-man army in the first place, but still. Alright,
Did you think you could take Balmorra? Did you think you could defeat me? I am a master of the dark side.
You are what you are. Listen, please. I know how much the Empire wants to expose the Republic's involvement in Balmorra publicly. I confess the truth of the invasion, if you help my men.
Talk. And make it good.
Let the Balmorrans and the non-combatants leave. Treat the Republic soldiers fairly, as prisoners of war. Help them, and I'll tell everyone we violated the treaty.
yeah, I kind of feel I'm in a good mood.
The Empire isn't without mercy. We can come to an agreement.
I appreciate that. Sounds like your troops made it inside. Keep your word. I'll keep mine.
Time to go, Chiquetta.
Sir, Squad 815, Darth Lacra sent us to reinforce your position.
Take the Grand Marshal into custody. We're done for now.
Though that
Understood.
kind of sounded
Fighting all over
wrong.
the factory, but it looks like a victory.
The Empire is not without mercy? Nah. Totally not. That's a good way to put a giant target on your back. Like, if you say that out loud, like, heads will turn around. Other Siths will look at you funny. What did you just say? The Empire is not without mercy? Okay, let's stealth our way out of here. This whole area is way too big for my taste anyway. Like so many. You know, I guess what I would have prepared preferred for this game was more KOTOR and less MMO. Like tighter, narrower spaces, and just more emphasis on the story and less grind fast. Like skip all that bonus crap here, for example. Like you can design the way in a manner that you don't have to get past like 25 troops, you know. Like make it 1/3 or half of that, whatever. Yeah, man. Because this is, I don't know, man. Who likes grind? Are there people who like it? I don't get it. Yeah, maybe if you, I mean, in a sense, yeah. I sometimes I do like grind too. Like sometimes I know I don't want to do anything basically I just want to turn my brain off and move my fingers a bit and have my concentration focused on something not important. And what I do then is like turn on Elder Scrolls Online and just farm some plants or whatever, you know. So yeah, I guess an MMO is a good way to do that. But I think there's a price to be paid for that. Like people always notice that there are like pauses in the gameplay where you're just doing boring stuff basically. I mean, okay, I could like make it more difficult, the fights, but I don't know, the whole feel is kind of you gotta think about that. Why does it feel, I guess it's the environment. If you have, like I said, those open spaces and the generic mobs that all have the same uniforms and names even, doesn't really want to make me bother with investing more time into it than I'm doing already. And it's not like I'm playing chess here, and if I make it more difficult, it's not like I have to think more. In a way, it's just it just takes longer without, you know, we do less damage, the health bars up, the hit point, they have more hit points or whatever. It's not like you have to think, ooh, where am I standing now? Can I attack him from the rear, or should I do this and that? I mean, I guess there are tactics involved. Which skill should I use? Alright, I guess, yeah. But that's not what keeps me entertained in the end. Ah, we have visitors. Monster Engine. Oh, we're getting through that bonus quest anyway. Man, this guy doesn't want to die. Demolitionist. Sounds like you need a degree for that. what about if you combine three genres? Like, you could combine an FPS, you combine like a fighting game like Mortal Kombat, and you combine an MMO. What about that? Would that be doable? Like, you use a blaster if you do range attacks and whatnot, and then if you go like melee, you do like really fancy lightsaber combos, like truly like in I don't know, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, whatever, like that. You can learn combos, and yeah. But see what I mean? If you could put, like in theory, you could put so much more details and thoughts into it, and yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm missing. Like something fresh, something new. Not just the Holy Trinity, tank, healer, blah blah blah. I mean, I get it. It can still be like demanding to learn boss patterns and stuff. There's still a learning curve involved in every MMO. Getting to know a difficult dungeon or a difficult boss. But why not do something completely new? Well, not even new, but even well tested, but just not within the same space, you know? Okay, I'm completely off track here. Or rather, I forgot something. There. 23, 25. I need to kill two more of them anyway. I don't know. I could think of a flight simulator thing, especially, I mean, Star Wars. The Devourer. Wow, that sounds nasty. That would totally fit there, right? You get to learn like complex controls of a ship. You get to control different ships. You could integrate that in an MMO, right? Instead of doing like a very simple railroad shooter. Yeah, of course that would involve more time, more and basically more money or more time, one of two of during the development. But on the other hand, it would make your game stand out from the crowd, which is pretty similar, in my opinion, and pretty bland. Sorry, gotta say it. Even though I played quite a few MMOs, different MMOs myself in the last few years, but yeah, it is getting kind of stale. Ooh, that is a Stark guy. He did die with one stroke there? What was that? It's all crap anyway. Okay, now we can finally leave here. Thank God. the worst sign of that to me is like, wow, did that a lot back then, at least when I was playing it. Like use the same models and just give them a different color palette. That's just silly now. If you say, if you're saying, you know, we gotta save money, so here's the blue Murloc, and we're calling it like Poison Murloc of Death, but green Poison Murloc of Death, but it totally looks the same like all the other Murlocs that you've seen so far. So, or I don't know, any other mob. Green this, red that, orange version of that. So yeah, that feels like a cop out, like really cheap. And that's the feeling that I get from this game, at times at least. Oh, there's a vendor here. Oh god, he's up there. Oh boy. Whoa, this is far away. No. I'm getting a little bit tired. Yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here. Before everything that comes out of my mouth now is just a big hearty yawn. Okay, we need to get around there somehow. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Let's hope we don't pull that guy. Yeah. And that's that. Bye bye.